Peace, family. I'm University here, back with another banger, back with another exclusive video. If you're new to the university, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you return, go ahead and hit that like button so we can get this message out into the feed. I come to you guys and I just say thank you, first of all. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the patience. Thank you for everybody that do view my videos, everybody that's been here along the road. I appreciate you. It's been a rocky road. There's been a lot of ups and downs. It's been a lot of, seeming like we running in circles. It's been a lot of failure, a little bit of success. It's been deep, and I'm excited. I'm excited for what we're about to bring to you guys. I'm excited for the work. I'm excited for the challenge. I'm excited for the growth. I just want to get up here and drop my first video in a while because it's been like a month and a half, and I just been basically just focusing on myself, trying to get myself right, trying to get back in positions. If you don't know, man, it's been one of those years, man. Like the last 2 years, it's been seeming like I couldn't catch a break. It seemed like everything that could have went wrong, and I at times when you in the storm, you'll feel like it's just no way out. And I encourage you that if you happen to go through anything that I went through, from repossessions to evictions to divorce to being fired from your career to it seems like you're catching L after L after L, I encourage you to just keep your faith in the Most High, to get closer with God. And that's what this whole process has been for me personally, just getting closer with the Most High, getting closer with myself, learning my triggers, learning my bad habits, learning things that are holding me back. Because in reality, it's always going to be you versus you. It's always going to be, when we look at timelines, when we look at the moments, each moment right now is shaping a certain future that's to come. So we have to realize and look at that moment and say, okay, I'm in this position now because of the mistakes that I made. Whether it was you trusting somebody that you shouldn't have trusted, whether it was you doing something that you wasn't supposed to be doing, whatever the case may be, our actions, the things that we're doing right now, are shaping our future. And this whole experience was just me being able to go within self and really look at how I self-sabotage, how I was to blame for everything that came upon me. And that's the hardest part to do, is to take accountability. The hardest part to do is to take responsibility for the part that we played in it, because we can't control what we can't control. So anything that anybody else did, it was just, it's nothing that we could do about that, but we can do something about how we react. We can do something about how we respond. We can do something how we take on the challenge of adversity. So if you found yourself in a dark situation, you found yourself in a place where you really don't know what's going to happen, I ask you and I challenge you to just talk to God and to get in the Word, whether that's the Bible, whether that's the Quran, whether that's sutras, whatever it may be. Get in the Word and find your foundation, find your spiritual foundation, and start building that spiritual house, because it's a spiritual war that's going on. It's a psychological war that's going on. This war is going on. That's going on. It's internal. And the only way that we're gonna continue to prevail, only way that we're gonna continue to excel, only way that we're gonna continue to be resilient, when we're having that pullback moment. Because what the real is to stay close to our angels, stay close to our ancestors, stay close to God, because God can see the bigger picture. So when I was in the storm, I couldn't see the bigger picture. All I could see was in front of me. I couldn't see. It was a fog, and I couldn't really see what was going on. All I could know was what I could do. And certain decisions I made, when I look back, I would have made a different decision if I would have known what I know now. But at the same time, it takes courage to make tough decisions. It takes a certain type of person to make a decision, because a lot of times we find ourselves in a rut. We won't make a decision at all. But at least I could say that I tried. At least that I could say that I put forth maximum effort. At least that I could say that I gave it my all. Whatever I decided to do, I gave it my all. And it didn't work out the way I wanted it to work out. There's nothing I could do about that. But one thing I never did, I never laid down. I never said, okay, this is it for me. Even when I quit my job, even when I stopped paying bills, it wasn't me giving up. It was me saying, okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take what comes with it. But at the end of the day, every day I'm busting my ass to try to pay these bills off. Every day I'm busting my ass to try to get back ahead. Every day I'm honing in on my craft because that's how much I believe in myself. I was willing to lose it all and risk it all in order to win in the end, to become a champion, to master my craft, to become who I want to be in life. If that meant that I was going to be stripped of these material things, then it is what it is. I'm not. My worth is not measured by what car I drive. My worth is not measured by how many dollars I got. My worth is not measured by the woman that's on my side. My worth is not measured by anything that's external. My worth is strictly measured by internal. My faith in God, being in harmony, living in love and light, being a giving person, being an honest person, being somebody that's gonna hold people accountable as well as myself. That's where my worth comes from. Cause I know that I can go work any job and excel at because I'm not a slouch. I know that I can get with any girl and and be the man of her dream because I know that my purpose is growth. My purpose is to protect and provide. My purpose is to build a foundation, which that's what every woman wants. It's not it, my worth isn't these clothes. That's not none of that matters to me. I can go live on the beach in Hawaii for the rest of my life and not make another dollar as long as I get me some fruit and some sunlight. I'll be perfectly happy. I can go buy a Chevy right now and have the opportunity to work on it and fix it up and to build it into something special, and that would be completely happy. None of that matters. All that is a facade. All that is just icing on the cake. Yes, I'm gonna still live life. Yes, I'm gonna get fast food. Yes, I'm gonna live lavishly because that's the way. I'm a king. I'm an emperor. I'm a don. You a don. I'm a supreme. You a supreme. But don't let that make you feel any less because you're not where you're supposed to be at yet. And when you're going through a tough time, don't let that tough time sit here and make you feel like that you aren't able or capable to do the things that you're saying that you're capable of doing because you are worthy, you are amazing, you are who you say you are. Every real boss, every real hustler know those dark times gonna come. What are you gonna do when your back is against the wall? What are you gonna do when it's crunch time? How are you looking at your every moment throughout the day to and what are you seeing? Are you seeing the opportunities come upon you and saying, okay, I'm not capitalizing on what I need to capitalize on? It's not for the weak. This people talk this spiritual stuff, just talk this enlightenment stuff, they talk all this chosen stuff, but they don't never tell you the dark side of it. They don't ever tell you what it takes to be molded into what God needs you to mold you into. Because God is not going, when God molds you, God is not going to put you on the private island when God molds you. God is going to put you in the trenches where the sinners at. God is going to put you where it's reckless at. Because you need that chaos so you can be formed from the inside out. You take an egg and you put it in boiling water. The outside is horrific. It's hot. But what happens on that inside is beginning to be formed. Same thing with a diamond. That pressure on the outside, that pressure from the outside, that makes that cold turns to a diamond on the inside. So if you find yourself going through what you're going through, I challenge you. What is this trying to teach me? What is this showing me that I need to do? Do I need to wake up early and go to bed early so I can be rested? Do I need to eat better? Do I need to work out? Do I need to study more? Do I need to read more? Do I need to put a schedule on my day so I can make sure I'm hitting my points? So I'm not procrastinating because God has a purpose for your life. God has something that God needs you to do that's going to affect so many other people. It's time that we start trying to make God proud. It's time that we start trying to make God happy. Let's stop people pleasing. Let's stop doing what we feel like we need the other people to do because that shit makes us miserable. That shit drains us. You feel me? It's time to do what's best for you because what's best for you is going to be inevitably what's best for everybody else around you. You in a rut right now. So what? We all go through, everybody's in a rut right now. Everybody is going through a jam right now. Everybody is not where they need to be right now. Everybody is struggling right now. Don't let this internet shit fool you. Don't let this facade and what people putting on it, because people don't put their failures out there. People don't put their downfalls out there. People don't put their losses out there. People put the wins out there because it's glamour. But in this age that we stepping into, you're going to see a lot more stoicism. You're going to see a lot more of the real. You're going to see a lot more things that you can relate to, because in the end of the day, that's what's real. For so long, we've been living in facades. People showing you this and showing you that, and you feeling like, oh, I'm not good enough because I'm not. We compare ourselves to the next person, but it's like, I'm me and you, and I don't want to be you. I don't want what you have. I want what's for me, and you should want what's for you. We're about to step into the golden age. This ease will be healed. Bank accounts will overflow. Wars will not be anymore. We'll live in peace and harmony with the animals, with the plants. A lot of our technology is about to take off. School systems are going to completely change. This is about to be a magical place. This is about to be a magical thing. But the difference is it's all internal. So if you internally you are on that frequency, then you will experience it. But if internally you are not on that frequency, if you're vibrating low, then you won't experience it. Life is an illusion, family. This is not even real. This is not even real. This is an illusion. You only see this because this is what you perceive. Life is vibration and frequency. We are all just different. We are all just different reputations and different ways that the Most High is expressing itself through us. God isn't masculine or feminine. It's a combination of the both that's surrounded by energy, family. So the same thing that's in God is in you. Because God wants to speak through you. It wants to move through you. It wants to act through you. It wants to build through you. That thing that you're going through, that pressure that you're feeling, is God is using it to mold you. And it's up for us to answer the call. Many are called, but only a few are chosen, because most people don't answer the call. We all got generational curses and trauma that has been passed down to us, and things that we have built ourselves. And it's up for us to defeat that beast. It's up for us to master our lower self. It's up for us to steer the ship and to use the Most High as our North Star to guide us to where we need to be, family. Yeah. You went through it. We went through it. But that ain't going to stop us, because we chosen. We champions. We winners. It's in us. It's not on us. So every time you feel like you giving up, what happens? You say, fuck it, I'm going back in. I'm not stopping. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than us. I don't care about subscribers and followers. I care about if I spark something in you. I care about if I give you some game that could change your life. And you should realize that that's what life is all about. Kobe said it best. It's all up, like, your legacy has nothing to do about your cars, your house. It has to do about who the people that you can inspire, the people that you can give intellect to, the people that you can educate and inform, the people that you can you can win over. Because it's right now it's a lot of soul snatching going on. It's a lot of souls being misled. The entities are real. The devil is real, and all resides in you. You got 7 galactic highways that if you don't take control of, it's easy for us to be misled. Misled by the music, by the things that we hear, misled by the things that we say, the things that we think, the things that we feel, the things that we eat, the people that we're having sex with. If everything on those galactic highways are leading us to our frequency to drop, then it's going to be hard for us to stay in contact with the Most High, because the Most High is vibing high. And that's what the enemy wants. The enemy wants to drop our frequency so low so we can take our soul from us, and not from us, but take our soul and keep it as far away from our higher self as possible. Because if you're vibrating here, it's going to be harder for you to get those direct messages from the Most High. That's why it's important to eat things that are vibing high, to listen to things that are vibing high, to do things that are vibing high, to speak highly, to think highly. Everyone talks this spiritual stuff, but they don't really tell you the dark side of things. They don't tell you that between the hours of 10 and 3 is the witch hour. That Halloween is when the veil is the thinnest. They don't tell you these things. That souls are up for grabs. So while you're out here putting your kids in costumes, while you're out here feeding your kids trash, you're just making their aura feel weak. It gets deep. They don't tell you that when you're chosen and you step into your limelight, when you step into that power, that the enemy is going to come to you 10 times fold, because the enemy can't have you waking up other souls. It can't have you turning demons back into angels. It can't have you sitting here being a light in the darkness, because once you become that light in the darkness, even the moth's going to fly towards you. And don't let you get to turning moths into butterflies, because people begin to awaken and see their higher self. It's all time now. And I can't see myself giving up. I can't see myself stopping. I can't see myself not finishing what I started. And you shouldn't either. The opportunity is upon us to rise above, to be the phoenix rising, to give it all we got. And that's how we plan on doing here, family. I just wanted to get up here and give a message to somebody, because I know what it's like to not have nobody in your ear telling you what is real. I know what it's like to be in the storm and you really don't know which way to turn, and you just hoping for a blessing, but the blessing don't come, because you are the blessing. You are the I'm gonna say blessing, because to be less, we're not be lessing than anything. I'm gonna say benedictions. You are the benediction. You put in that situation to rise above it, so you can show people how to get out of that jam. So you can make your strength stronger, so when you go through something like it again, you know what not to do. It's only you versus you. You shouldn't be competing with anybody. As long as you competing with yourself, you're going to blow everybody else out the door, because you always going to be seeing and knowing that you need to get better. How can you grow? Everyone talks this spirituality stuff, but they don't really tell you the dark side of things. That to become that light, it's going to take a lot of darkness. Some of the most happy people, peaceful people, they have some of the most traumatizing pasts. Some of the most dangerous people. They're some of the most dangerous people. They know what it likes to sin. And I'm not here to go out to Hollywood. I'm not here to go be around the rich people. I'm here to come to the sinners. I'm here to be amongst the demons. I'm here to be amongst the people the sheep. I'm here to be amongst the lower class. Yahshua said it best. I didn't come here to help the people that are already won. I'm coming here to get the ones that need, the ones that are in the murderers, the robbers, the liars, to win their soul, because the one is already won. The soul has already been purified. And that's why when you realize that, then you know that turning the other cheek ain't always the best thing. You know that forgiveness is cool, but you can never forget, because you have to realize you're amongst savages. You're amongst people that haven't awakened. You're amongst people that are being used for entities. This vessel that we have right here, it's one of those wands, and it can be used for good or it could be used for bad. The hero and the villain are just two people that recognize their power, and one of them is using for evil, one of them uses for good, and they all have a purpose in the bigger picture. So that's why it's not our right to judge anybody, because the Most High can use somebody bad to provoke something good in somebody else. We all are a part of this kinetic chain, this flow of life, this echo of life. And just because you're doing good in this life, that don't mean you always did good in other life, because there's a lot of lives you did bad. There's a lot of lives where if you haven't murdered somebody, you have murdered somebody. You haven't raped somebody, you have raped somebody. It's a lot of time, because it all is existing at one time. You live many different lives. Your soul is eternal. So don't go judging somebody just because you learned your lesson and somebody has learned before and you have graduated. Don't and somebody had and somebody is worried they are around. Don't judge them for their lesson because that's not your place to judge. Your place is to enlighten. Your place is to inform. Your place is to lead to the promised land, to the land of milk and honey, to raise their frequency to the most high. You feel me? This system that they have set up is flawed and it's falling down. Babylon is falling. So I challenge you that if you're going through that storm right now, keep going because you're way further than where you came from. Why go back now? To go back to what? To hell? Why not keep going so you can get to heaven on earth? And that's not a physical place. That's a place within. Because you have to become heaven within in order for heaven on earth to occur. What's your pH balance? Is your pH balance above 7? Because if it's not, it's going to be real hard for you to get to heaven on earth. Go within. Stop looking external. You can manifest anything that you want. You could generate anything that you want. It's here. The possibilities is here. But we have to continue to do that shadow work. We have to continue to look at self because we keep looking at the external. We keep looking at external. We never going to see the problem. Scripture says that don't try to take the prick that's in your brother's eyes when you have a log that's in your eyes. How can you? And that's why I found myself holding myself back a lot because it's like I don't want to sit here and try to give you something or lead you and teach you something if I'm not even where I want to be yet. But it's like I feel in my soul that I'm failing you by not. I'm good enough. I've been there. I took a lot of. You know what I'm saying? So keep going. Keep pushing. It's in you, not on you, family. This is just the beginning. Step into the power fully. And give yourself grace when you're trying to become something that you never became, that you never been before. Why nail yourself to the cross when the world already nailing yourself to the cross? Give yourself grace. Have patience with yourself. Have patience with yourself, family. Have patience with yourself. Because it's you versus you, man. I just want to get up here and drop my first video in a while. Today's Halloween, but this is going to drop November 1st, and I'm excited for what we're about to bring to you guys. So as always, I'm wishing divine love, peace, and harmony on anybody. If you need one-on-one coaching, if you need fitness coaching, if you need nutrition coaching, go ahead and hit that link in the bio code Fitbit. Got my own fitness app. If you want to support my tech company, go to Regardless Fine. If you're trying to make some money, subscribe to the university. You're trying to learn how to cook, you're trying to learn anything you're trying to do, subscribe to the university. It's up now. So, as always, wishing divine peace, love, and harmony on all. Peace.